You know, the number one indicator of success in upward mobility is how effective you are at communicating with others. Hi, I'm Patrick Donadio, and I'm excited to be working with Leadership USA to bring you Communicating with Impact, the secrets to powerful presentations. You know, today's audiences are more impatient, they're more sophisticated, and more importantly, they're more concerned about what's in it for them. And I hope you're thinking about them when you start to craft your presentation. I want to take a look at some of the key components you can use to more effectively craft and deliver a message, whether you speak to one-on-one or run a group meeting or present your information in a sales environment. These are all opportunities to communicate with impact. Now, we're going to start off the session with a self-evaluation to take a look at what are your current skill sets and what are you good at and where can you get better. And I want to take a look and remind you that there are some things you should not do. So we're going to take a look at the 8 things to avoid that are going to rob you of your executive presence. And there's an old saying, the better you feel, the better you perform. So it's important that you get mentally ready for that presentation. I'll share a few tips on developing confidence with you as well. Now, let's get to the content. One of the things that stops people from really working on a presentation is the fact that they're thinking linear and they get stuck. So I'm going to share with you a very simple technique to get you out of linear thinking, think non-linear, and you can begin to craft your outline in literally minutes. And when you take a look at the outline, you want to make sure you have some structure. So we'll share with you some key ways to structure your content to help the audience retain the information. Now, I also want to take a look at what I find is the biggest mistake most of my clients are making, and that is not having a good opening or having no opening and not having a good closing. You know, every great opening should meet the 3 criteria, and I'll share those with you in the session. And I'm going to teach you 9 dynamic ways to open your presentation. Most folks can't even think of 2. And if you pay attention, you probably saw the first one on this video. Now, closings are critical, and I'll give you a tip right now. Never close on Q&A. I'll tell you why in the seminar. But closings are a very important part of the presentation. I've seen some great presentations ruined by a poor close and some poor presentations salvaged by a great close. So we'll talk about closings as well. Now, I want you to remember, you're going to get some questions. Do you know how to handle questions? Are you prepared for those tough questions? I've got 5 tips to teach you how to handle Q&A in the session. And of course, we're going to talk about PowerPoint, when to use it, when not to use it, how to engage the audience physically, mentally, and emotionally. And most importantly, we're going to take a few minutes to get you ready to put together your action plan. So when you leave the session, you'll have your ideas ready to roll and you put them together and you can use them immediately in your next presentation. Now, you're probably thinking right now, am I communicating with impact? Well, if you're not sure, I hope you'll join me at the Secrets to Powerful Presentations Communicating with Impact program. I look forward to seeing you at the event.